Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be looking at 10 new deals on the Nintendo Switch eShop that are all amazing games to pick up. And just before we jump into those, don't forget that if you missed the previous eShop deals video, I'll be linking that down below in the description of the video and the top pinned comment. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you aren't already. So now let's jump in. So our first great deal for today is a brand new one, and that is Unavowed. That is now 65% off, $5.24, and will be running till August 6th. Now this game is a narrative-driven point-and-click adventure with RPG elements. And in it, you'll be joining a secret society dedicated to combating supernatural threats in New York City. The game features a branching storyline, character choices, and multiple endings, emphasizing player decisions and character interactions. And what really sets this game apart is that compelling and well-written narrative, with rich character development and intriguing plot twists. Not to mention the high-quality voice acting brings the characters to life and enhances the storytelling. In reality, the only negative point I can find here is that some people will find the point-and-click mechanics somewhat outdated. However, if you can get by those, there is a truly great game here.
Have risen exponentially. It's been difficult to contain.
Monsters. Now next, that brings us to Wordless, that is now 35% off, $12.99, this one running till July 31st. Now this game is an atmospheric action-adventure game that combines Metroidvania-style adventure with a unique turn-based yet action-oriented combat system. The game also features a truly unique art style and a narrative told entirely through the visuals and environmental storytelling. Now, in my opinion, the unique combination of platforming, combat, and puzzles really keeps the gameplay varied and interesting. And the turn-based yet minigame-inspired combat system really gets highlighted during the boss fights. One slight point of warning here, I did find the mapping system here a little bit confusing at times, but overall it nonetheless comes together in a very interesting game. Now our next great game for today is going to be Ugly. That is now 60% off, $7.99, this one running till July 30th. Now this game is a puzzle platformer where you'll be navigating through intricate levels filled with traps, obstacles, and puzzles. The game emphasizes precision, timing, and critical thinking with unique mechanics that challenge your ability to solve these complex puzzles in creative ways. Now what truly sets this one apart is the distinctive art style that adds to the overall atmosphere of the game, making it extremely visually appealing and engaging. The game is also constantly introducing innovative mechanics that keep the gameplay fresh and interesting, really encouraging you as a player to think outside of the box. Now, I will warn that the learning curve on some of these mechanics can be a little bit steep and might lead to some slight frustration. However, for puzzle platformer fans, this is going to be an amazing pickup for this week. Now next we get to talk about a game I haven't talked about in a little while, and that is Tanuki Justice. That is back to 60% off, $5.99, this one running till August 1st. Now this game is a arcade-style fast-paced action platformer with bullet hell mechanics. And it is set in feudal Japan where you control Tanuki siblings fighting through hordes of enemies. The game features retro-inspired pixel art, challenging levels, and a variety of enemies and bosses to defeat. Now this game is truly one of my guilty pleasure games, and I love to pick it up and do a quick playthrough from time to time. I find the pixel art in this game truly stands out, and the chiptune soundtrack matches the gameplay perfectly. Not to mention that the inclusion of local co-op adds another fun multiplayer element, allowing you to team up with family and friends and tackle the levels. Now my only warning here is that this is a significantly challenging game, and you'll have to repeat the levels multiple times before beating them. But if you're a fan of old school action platformers, you'll know just what to expect. Now next we have Eastward, that's back to 50% off, $12.49, with this one running till August 5th. Now this game is an action-adventure RPG set in a post-apocalyptic world, and in it you'll be controlling John and Sam, a duo navigating through beautifully crafted environments, solving puzzles, battling enemies, and uncovering the mysteries of their world. If that sounds familiar, yes, I would consider this a Zelda-like game. Now, what definitely sets this one apart is that detailed pixel art and animations that are simply breathtaking and create a vibrant and immersive world. And it is backed up with a narrative that is engaging, with well-developed characters and an intriguing plot that will keep you invested till the end of the game. The gameplay is also very well balanced, encouraging exploration with plenty of secrets, side quests, and interactive elements to discover. Honestly, in my opinion, this is a near perfect game, and I really can't find any major weakness. And at this price, this game is an amazing pickup. Today's video is going to be sponsored by me with my Playasia affiliate links. And right now there are some great pickups on the website, and here are some of my favorites. And first of all, we have the pre-order for the Japanese version of The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Now obviously, I can't tell you if the game's going to be any good yet, but however, it being a Legend of Zelda game, I think the chances are pretty high. And what's better than picking this awesome game up at $60 while paying $44.99 for the Japanese version that, by the way, has English on the cartridge. Now obviously you might have to wait a few extra weeks to have it shipped to you, however, if you're in no hurry, it can be a great way to save some money. Next, we have a game that's actually available right now, and that is Bo Path of the Teal Lotus, which the physical edition is only out in Asia and Japan. Once again, this game has English included on the cartridge, and it's only $22.99. We just played this game on stream, and it is a truly beautiful and fun Metroidvania. Next, we have the Nintendo World Championship Famicom Edition, also only $22.99. So if you don't want to pay $60 for the physical version here in North America with all the added in content, and you just want the basic cartridge, well, this is your chance to pick it up on Playasia at a very low price. Another one of my favorite pickups that's finally back in stock is Monster Hunter Stories for $23.99. Once again, in North America, physically, we only got the double pack with Monster Hunter Stories 2 included. So if you already own that game and you're like me and you just wanted a physical copy of the first one, well, Playasia is going to be your best option. And lastly, another one of my favorite pickups that's back in stock is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge Japanese edition for $31.99. Now what's great about this edition is that for only $31.99, this game comes with an acrylic stand featuring the 4 turtles and a soundtrack on CD. All that for almost the same price as you'll pay for a normal edition here in North America. Now don't forget that if you order for over $100, shipping is completely free. And also, if you do decide to pick something up, please use my affiliate links down below in the description of the video. It helps out the channel at the same time, and it really doesn't cost you anything extra. Now our next great deal for today is Pac-Man World Re-Pac, hitting a brand new low of 70% off $8.99, this one running till July 29th. Now this game is a remastered version of the classic 3D platformer Pac-Man World. And in it, you'll be controlling Pac-Man as he embarks on a quest to rescue his friends from the evil Talkman. The game features a mix of platforming, puzzle solving, and even traditional Pac-Man maze gameplay. Now the remastered graphics and updated visuals really bring the beloved classic to a modern console, while nonetheless maintaining its nostalgic charm. I would also consider that the game has some pretty accessible gameplay and charming design, making it suitable for players of all ages. Now the only true downside I see for this one is that some of the gameplay mechanics might feel slightly dated and simplistic compared to more modern platformers. And overall, if you want a better idea of the gameplay, I also played this one on stream. You can always check it out. I'll be linking that down below. Now that brings us to Blasphemous 2, that is 50% off now, $14.99, this one running till August 4th. Now this game is a brutal action platformer Metroidvania with Souls-like inspired combat. It is also the direct sequel to the first Blasphemous game, and it will have you returning to its dark gothic world, forcing you to navigate through a challenging map filled with deadly enemies and intricate platforming sections. And that's what truly sets this game apart. The dark gothic art style and detailed environments really create an immersive and almost haunting experience. And the combat, although it is very difficult, is nonetheless rewarding, requiring skill and strategy to defeat tough enemies and bosses. And honestly, that is the only true warning here, is that the challenging nature of the game might be off-putting for someone looking for a more casual experience. But if you're up for the challenge at this awesome price, this game is a definite pickup.
under the dictate of the oldest penitent, Eviternal.
Now our next great deal is going to be on No Man's Sky. That's back to 60% off, $23.99, and this one will be running till July 30th. Now this game is a vast, procedurally generated space exploration game where you can theoretically explore an infinite number of planets. And each one of these planets will have a unique landscape, creatures, and resources. Now this is a game that emphasizes exploration, survival, crafting, and trading, with even multiplayer elements allowing for shared adventures. Now one of the best parts of this game is that they're continually updating it, making it better and better as time goes on. And even just recently, we received a major update to the game, pushing it to an even higher level. And secondly, the immense freedom this game offers really fosters an amazing sense of adventure and creativity. Now the only point of warning to be aware of this one is that in the beginning, the game systems will feel complex and might even be slightly overwhelming for new players. But trust me, give it a bit of time and your investment is definitely going to pay off. Now next we have another brand new entry to the series with New Star GP at 60% off, $11.99, this one running till August 1st. Now this game is an arcade racing game that combines the thrill of the motorsport with the strategic management elements. And in it you'll have the ability to race in a variety of cars and tracks while also managing your team, upgrading your vehicles, and making tactical decisions during races. Now, I really enjoyed the arcade-style racing that is fast-paced and exciting with very intuitive controls. I also really liked the retro-inspired graphics that added a lot of charm and an overall nostalgic feel. As for most racing games, the only thing to point out here is that the gameplay loop might become somewhat repetitive over time. Nonetheless, it's an amazing racing game available on the Nintendo Switch. Now last for today, but definitely not least, we have Wargroove 2 that is 30% off, $13.99, this one running till August 5th. Now this game is a turn-based strategy game that builds on the foundation of the original Wargroove. And in the game, you'll be controlling various factions, each with unique units and commanders, engaging in tactical battles across diverse maps. The game features a rich single-player campaign, cooperative and competitive multiplayer modes, and a robust level editor for creating custom maps and scenarios. Now, one of the best elements of this game is the fact that it has some deep strategic gameplay with a wide variety of units, each with distinct abilities and strengths, really forcing you to carefully plan your moves and consider terrain, unit positioning, and even commander abilities. Not to mention that the single-player campaign is engaging with a compelling storyline and challenging missions that really keep you invested. Now, I do want to warn that some missions, however, can present sudden difficulty spikes, which might be frustrating, especially for newer players. However, nonetheless, in my opinion, this is still among one of the best strategy games on the Nintendo Switch. So we're now at the end of today's eShop Deals video, and I want to hear from all of you. Let me know what games you're picking up in the comments down below. I also want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated here at the channel. And don't forget on the way out to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.